So, as you might know, I have been working with Godot for more than a year now, but I never told you how it started, so I guess it can be yet another story to tell you about. Hey buddy, nice to see you here. It's Ayas and I'm going to tell you about how I chose Godot. Before Godot, I had quite some experience in programming. I wasn't a senior by no means, but I knew a thing or two. I had been learning and writing in C# for about 2 years. I learned the fundamentals of C++, though I have never written in it. And I picked up the basics of Python. Speaking of Python, it was a whole month that I dedicated to learning it. It was February of 2020. By the way, it was less than a month after I was done with Python that I chose Godot. So, why game development? I must say that at the time I had just recovered from a complete burnout I experienced in December of 2019. It was hard and, despite my productivity, I craved something that really mattered to me. Because, it doesn't matter if you are productive or not, if you have no true joy for yourself. And what I loved were games. I have been playing computer games since I was 1 year old. Even though I could barely understand them, that was so much fun. I couldn't even read at the time, obviously, so sometimes I had to call my mother or sister to read the text for me. So, to be honest, I didn't need it much because I used to solve it all by myself. The main reason why I hadn't chosen game development in the first place right away, and I started with programming applications, was a silly idea that making games is not quote-unquote serious. Now, of course, I understand the foolishness of that statement, but, well, back then I didn't. And it was fun to learn programming in general, to be honest. Because at the end of the day, I loved the whole computer thing. But when I burned out, this illusion faded away quickly. I could clearly see that I need to find something I would truly love, and I started thinking of developing games. It was Rick who saved me in a way. Just about time he released his video called 6 Months of Game Development in Godot, which inspired me. No lie, it truly did. After that I started looking through the opportunities. So, how Godot? It would be reasonable to expect I picked up Unity because I knew C#. Funnily enough, I didn't. I had been looking for an engine for a couple of days. What I surely didn't want to use was GameMaker, as I already had some experience with it. I considered learning Unity or Unreal Engine, but I wanted to look if I have any other great options. And there were Godot. It was so quick that I liked it. I think partly because of its very straightforward language and the interesting node tree structure. And then I thought, I'll give it a shot. If it works, I stick. If it doesn't, well, no problem with switching. And, as you might have already guessed, it did work for me. My first step was downloading the engine. Okay, jokes aside, my first step was getting familiar with Godot's language. For those who don't know, it has one and it's called GDScript. I watched programming tutorial series from Game from Scratch, but honestly, the language is not difficult at all. It is similar to Python and both are very easy to pick up and to use. So, why should you choose it as well? Godot is an extraordinary tool for your indie projects. It is easy to learn, easy to use, and easy to have roots of your work. Moreover, if you know C#, you can use it in coding instead of GDScript. And for complete beginners, there is even a visual language, so you don't even have to learn to code first. Godot actually supports 2D and 3D. Godot is also very stable, it doesn't crash for no reason. And it will allow you to make whatever you want, thanks to the huge array of built-in nodes, ever-growing template and resource libraries, the feature of making your own nodes, the open source factor, and the recognition Godot gains nowadays. Even you can contribute to its development. I truly believe that soon it will really compete with the bigger engines. And you're lucky today because there is an event for you, and it's called GoGo Gem. It's not yet another gem, it's something more. The whole event already started in March 28th and it will last till June 9th. Every day there will be some live stream or a video dedicated to Godot and aimed to make you progress in it. And this video is a part of this program. The actual jam is from May 24th to June 2nd, so don't hesitate because it's already on. 12 content creators have collaborated for you, including me, so don't miss this opportunity, okay? There will be a link to this event down in the description. Join the jam now and stay tuned. And this is the end of this video. Hopefully you got some insights, it was helpful and you liked it. And if you did, don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. It was Ice and until next time.